This Kodaikanal trip, it healed parts of me I didn't even know needed healing. I wasn't prepared for how beautiful Kodaikanal was going to be this time. 11 hours, endless fog and the most beautiful stay we've ever had. Welcome to Poombarai. Last weekend, Minesh and I took a spontaneous road trip to Kodaikanal, and honestly, this trip felt like a breath of fresh air. We started from Bangalore at 1 am. The roads were empty, the sky was quiet, and it felt like the whole world was asleep except us. The drive from Bangalore to Kodaikanal took us 10 hours, and then 1 more hour to get to Poombarai. 11 hours in total, but it was the kind of journey that didn't feel long at all. With car karaoke, silly jokes, and long peaceful stretches, the drive itself felt like therapy. By morning, we were starving and finally found a place to eat at 9. We stopped at a huge veg place called Hotel Aarti for breakfast. I had onion dosa with hot tea, and my husband took plain dosa with tea. The kind of food that hits differently on a road trip. The food at Aarti was good. We ate well and were fully charged for the road ahead. As we finished eating and stepped out of the hotel, we spotted this huge kiosk at the entrance loaded with chocolates, bakery items, snacks, drinks, and even little pots. At the toll plaza, we were asked to download a mandatory e-pass. The moment we crossed Kodaikanal, it felt like the trip officially began. The ghat roads were stunning. Every turn had a better view than the last. The ghat section was honestly my favorite part. Endless mountains and that soft fog rolling in. I rolled the window down and just let the breeze hit me. It felt so refreshing after hours on the road. And then suddenly we spotted this insane view. We both looked at each other and said the same thing. Stop the car. Trust me, this view was worth every minute of the 10-hour drive. Almost an hour before Poombarai, we spotted the gorgeous Silver Cascade Falls. The view was too pretty to ignore, but we kept it for later, promising ourselves we'd stop by on our way back to Bangalore. As we got closer to Poombarai, we drove into this stunning pine forest. It almost didn't feel real. Tall trees on both sides, soft light coming through, and this calmness that hits you instantly. For a second, it felt like we were somewhere far away, like a whole different world hidden inside Kodaikanal. As we drove into Poombarai, the vibe instantly changed. This little village sits quietly in the middle of Kodaikanal hills, wrapped in clouds, terraced farms, and the softest mountain breeze. And this is Poombarai village. Tucked between layers of misty mountains, with slopes full of terraced farms and tiny colorful homes. It's honestly one of the prettiest places in Kodaikanal. Poombarai is known for its breathtaking views, peaceful lifestyle, and the famous Kulundai Velappar temple that's nearly 2000 years old. Before checking in, we grabbed lunch at Zostel Plus, which was opposite to our stay. Zostel Plus also offers some really pretty stays with beautiful views. The whole place has this cozy backpacker energy. We ordered fried rice and their chicken gravy bowl. I highly recommend the chicken gravy bowl. It was so good. After lunch, we finally made it to TeHyca, our favorite place in Kodai. They moved our baggages because we need to climb down 250 steps to reach our cabin, and those 250 steps are magical. Views that make you forget about everything else. TeHyca offers 1 smart pod and 4 cottages, all surrounded by mountains. The highlight of this place is the stunning waterfall that's surrounded by a magical mist that fills the air with a sense of wonder and enchantment. The cabins at TeHyca are situated further downhill, offering a more secluded area. The cabin has a superior experience of the waterfall with closer proximity and visibility of the falls. The moment I entered our cottage, I felt this wave of calm. The view was unbelievable. We can enjoy the stunning views from large windows on both the front and the side, showcasing the infinity view and waterfalls from within the room. The cabin comes with free Wi-Fi and complimentary coffee and tea. It has an attached restroom with a lush green garden roof, ideal for those long rejuvenating showers. The restroom was very clean and beautiful. At TeHyca, they offer private fire pit with rustic log seating, a private barbecue grill with marinated meat, all at an additional cost. The caretaker informed us that it's been raining since a week, and that was a bad news for us because we had planned to trek the waterfall. But still, watching the rain pouring on the mountainside, tucked inside a blanket with a coffee in hand, doesn't seem like a bad backup plan either. We stepped out to see how suddenly the fog covered everything in pure white. The fog rolled in so fast, it felt like the mountains were slowly disappearing into a soft blanket of clouds. It was so beautiful watching the fog drift across the valley, covering the waterfall, the trees, the cliffs. Everything looked peaceful, almost magical. 10 minutes later, it cleared like magic. I think the nature really knows how to show off. He typed away, I turned my pages, and the mountains watched over us while the waterfall kept flowing. A tiny moment, but one that felt timeless. Minesh and I were just sitting together, soaking in the view. Nothing to do, nowhere to rush. Just us and the beauty of nature in front of us. Let me show you the top area of TeHyca where the smart pod is set up. It is surrounded by mountains on every side. The top area just gives you this wide open view of the mountains. Even Zostel is visible from up here. As the evening got colder, we walked around and explored the night view around the resort. Later on, we sat by the bonfire, had our dinner, and enjoyed the night. Next morning, we woke up hoping for a sunrise, but the weather had other plans. It rained non-stop the entire day, cold, misty, and so gorgeous. Sipping tea and watching the mountains disappear and reappear. After tea, we got ready, packed up and checked out. TeHyca never disappoints. It's our favorite place in Kodaikanal for a reason. Such an amazing weekend, just the two of us and nature. Our next destination was Poondi, another offbeat village around 10 kilometers from Poombarai. We wanted to visit this lake, which is famous for looking like a scene from Switzerland. As we entered the borders of Poondi, the magical terraces began opening up to us. It felt like somehow, for a brief second, we were teleported to Switzerland. A lone pine tree stood beside, watching over the lake, trapped in this beautiful moment endlessly. We just wanted to sit beside that tree to hear all the stories it's seen. But we realized the tree can't speak and tomorrow was Monday. So we headed back to Bangalore, looking forward to the waterfall which we promised ourselves to stop by while heading back. The waters had gone more wild since the last time we saw it. And somewhere between the fog and the rain, we promised ourselves a return, a summer visit, when these mountains stand clear and proud, showing us the beauty we only glimpsed this time.